tell you about Legend Seeker and how you can support its development while getting some awesome perks. By subscribing to our Legendary tier on YouTube or becoming a paid member on our Discord or Patreon, you'll get early access to all Legend Seeker lore and mechanics. This means you'll be among the first to dive into the world of Legend Seeker and give direct feedback that will help shape the game. But that's not all. Supporters will also be the first to playtest the system and will get exclusive invites to private streams where we discuss the game in detail. Your input will play a huge role in making Legend Seeker the best that it can be. Now, for those of you who love watching our tabletop role-playing game shows, supporting Legend Seeker comes with some fun bonuses for the casts. Here's how it works. If you are a Copper or Common member on Discord or Patreon, you can give a $20 benefit to a player of your choice. Silver and Uncommon members can give 2 benefits to 2 players of your choice. If you go the YouTube route, you can give a $50 benefit to a player of your choice. And for the ultimate support, Gold and Mythic members on Discord and Patreon give a $20 benefit to 3 players of your choice. You can choose from all casts across Moonskull. Every bit of support goes directly towards making Legend Seeker a reality. It helps fund the art, writing, editing, and eventual publishing of the game. So, if you want to be a part of this journey and support our shows, join our Legendary tier on YouTube or become a member on Discord or Patreon. We couldn't do it without you, and we're excited to build Legend Seeker together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the game.
I went to get a sip of coffee. I saw there was cat hair on the bottom of my mug. Anyway, hi everybody. It is me, Frost, and I'm here with more Frost Written. I'm working on the lore for the Legend Seeker RPG. And you can see I've got the, let's see, over there. Let's stay in my camera window so my fingers don't disappear. Over there, I'm working on the map a little bit because I was fixing a few things. And I want to find, but I don't know if I can open this up without exploding the entire universe here. Let's see what happens. Took a vacation for a rude eye to make me work. Yeah, dude. This is less like work and more like not work. All right, I'm trying to open a folder and it's taking forever. What's going on here? All right, here is my Legend Seeker folder. I want to find the most recent picture I took of the map. That's a trace. This is the Godlands in March. All right. It might take a little bit to load because it's a 36 meg picture, but we'll see. It might. Okay, there it loaded. I was going to show you this quickly because this is a shot I took the other day. Oh my gosh, this picture is so big, I'm still resizing it. I've tried to fit it to screen and it said, sure, hold my beer. I'm like, no, seriously, get smaller. Wow, I'm going to be resizing this for 10 years. What is going on here with this thing? It's a 7,000 pixel wide picture, so it may be having some trouble since it's 4 times the size of my current screen resolution for this version. There we go. We're almost to the point where I could fit it on screen. All right. I'm going to turn it on now. So this is what the map looked like the other day. And this is what I'm doing right now, is I'm adding the detail to the water. So I'm going in and adding the depth kind of where the continental shelves and things are on my other map. So we're getting little bits and pieces where the shallows and the other bits of land and thing are, where islands and things are hidden underneath. It brings a little bit of depth to the map. It's getting better. It's getting better. So yeah, that was it there. This is it now. It was looking a little pale there, a little anemic. Now it's starting to look like a map. I have a lot of fun working on maps and campaigns. So what I'm doing is going through and doing that because I was taking a break from thinking about the cultures and the peoples and stuff. But every time I go back in here, I'm like, ooh, I want to put a note in about this. I want to put a note in about that. And so I was going to go in here to Ashvara, and I was going to play around with things because I've got one main river, but I want some other little rivulets and rivers in here. Luggy Smalls barely does anything. Wow. That's horrible. I mean, come on. All right, so that goes down into there. So I don't want that. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this because I want the rivers to be coming out and going in. So I think I'll take rivulets off of this river and have them go in. Nah, we'll go the other way. We'll start them back here. And have them come off. Because they're technically draining off of this river. Because it's supposed to be, well, nothing but swampiness everywhere. That should work. I'm going to get one more. It's a big, long, sinewy one going through this area. There we go. And then I'll move a few of these things around because this place is supposed to be seriously, seriously wet and swampy. And, well, that's why they love it. That's why they love it. How you doing today, Dave? How is this fine, fine day treating you? I'm sitting here also listening to the Last of the Mohicans soundtrack right now. I think I'm up to the blockade. I don't remember where I'm at here. Such a good soundtrack. Did she read her bear story? I don't think so yet. Driving. Dave is driving. Dave's an excellent driver. He's an excellent driver. Never crashed. He probably doesn't even knock pies around all over the place in his back seat on black ice like Kyle does. But I could be wrong about that. Moving a few more things around. Get this hill out of the river. We're going to make that one smaller. Put that there. Move this tree up here. That stuff got a little mush down in there. Hills out of the river, because hills don't belong in rivers. Whoever heard of river hills? Those are rapids. Kind of let everything focus on these areas. Give that hill a little bit of an adjustment, a little attitude adjustment for the hill. Some happy little swamp stuff in here. There we go. Yeah, I'll have you guys know, by the way, with me being out, I only got, so far, 42 messages total between activity and DMs on Slack. So, not bad. I've had worse days. Trying to decide if I want to move one of these bushes up here and make it kind of more scrub. There we go. So you can kind of see the little rivers through everything now. Way more squishy and wishy. Awesome soundtrack. Yes, it is. I bet he also doesn't blow the van up in a landmine. What? Only hit 2 construction workers. I think that sign said road closed. All right, but the best part of today is the new keyboard. And you guys can tell me how damnably loud it is, because to me, it's louder than my old one. So we're going to go all the way down here. We don't want to be in the face section. We want to be in... nope, I went too far there. The Oath of Conquest. Where am I at here? I'm in... That's in Zira. It's Xander. This is all the gods. The in-depth information on the council. The presences. The keepers. Let's see. We're going to go to Concordia. Okay. Concordia, the Kakistocracy, with Common and Novish as their main languages. Oh, yeah. How does that sound? Clack, clack, clack. Those put in charge are so venomous and hateful of their neighbors, the colony soon fell into disarray and ruin. Really? It sounds quieter to you guys? I'm happy it's quieter to you guys, because to me, it's pretty damn loud. That's good, though. Maybe it doesn't get caught by the microphone as easily as the other keyboard. It looks like... I'm going to hold it upside down. It looks like this. So... It's technically a Bluetooth keyboard, but I have it plugged in right now. And it comes with a wrist rest that is separate that I can just move around, which is kind of nice. So, seems quieter on your end. Oh, nice. Okay. It is kind of chunky. It's very heavy. It's really heavy. And you can see inside, it has all these, it's the, what do they call them? Linear, it's the things that you guys were telling me about. They're linear somethings with little foam cushions underneath the keyboard or the keys. And there was an instruction manual. Okay. It's so small. Everything is so tiny on here. I can barely read any of it. So, successfully failed. I can't read any of it. So yeah, it's what is it called here? I will get you the actual name of this stuff. It is a ProType Ultra wireless mechanical keyboard for productivity. Silent keyboard switches. They are linear something 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 somethings. Yeah, it says unparalleled wireless freedom. I've got to find the little bit in the box though, because there was no little tab for the keyboard to plug in the wireless dongle bit. So I'm trying to figure out where that went because it wasn't in the box, and I can't find it plugged into the back of the keyboard either. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure where that part is supposed to be. It may be hidden in a little pocket on it or something. Yeah, Bluetooth anything isn't good for PC gaming. No, that's why I was just like, no. There is a little there's a little package on the back of it here. There's a little tiny thing right back here on the back of the keyboard. I popped that off. That has the little Bluetooth dongle if I want to go wireless with it. Bonk. The majesty of everything. But yeah, I really wish what is it? I really wish I remember what they're called. They're linear somethings. And the feel of the keyboard is awesome because the keyboard is like clunk. The other one I would type and you could feel the keyboard kind of bend a little bit and move. This one, you just type the key and the keyboard doesn't move because it's solid aluminum, I guess. It says it is a linear switches is what they are. It says silent linear keyboard switches. Yeah, with foam underneath them. They have soft touch coating for luxurious feel. Yeah, dampening foam underneath the ergonomical switches. So, sure. Oh yeah, it's all made up crap, whatever. But they do have easy to find buttons for turning the brightness up and down. There's a button for a calculator. So if I hit F9, it brings up a calculator. Okay. All right. So Concordia, the major conflict of Concordia is the pirate hunters. You taking off there, Dave? Going to get some food? Is that what you're doing? But later, Dave. Luxurious feel on a keyboard. Total BS. Oh, I don't know. It's making my fingertips feel really nice and happy. Not really. I'm having trouble figuring out the spacing because on my other keyboard, the keys were spaced a little differently. So, clickety clackety, I'm typing the wrong words. All right, so the cacistocracy of Concordia. Cacistocracy. Let's see. It would be an example of unbridled bureaucracy and an emotional rule going wrong. I was going to say as opposed to the rule of law, the emotional rule, but we'll go with this. We'll see. I have to say, though, the best part about this keyboard is the weight of it because it doesn't move when I type. And I'm going to love that. And this little smushy pad for my wrist is kind of nice. My other keyboard didn't have one of those. It had just a metal or a plastic little bar. So my wrists will be spoiled. And I'm sure it's rich Corinthian leather. Probably some kind of toxic plastic, actually. It's even now making its way. The microplastics are making their way through my skin. All right, opportunists and thieves quickly took over the site of the colony. The failed colony, and it's now home to vile pirates, cutthroats, and other miscreants. Concord Pirate Company sails from here. They have a habit of failed raids. What would you call people who kind of like ride the coattails or hang on a failing enterprise? Formed from the remnants of the failed colony, malingerers and other unproductive societal leeches right now. I don't know. I'm trying to make them sound as like useless as possible because this is literally a kakistocracy where the least fit to rule. It's a pirate haven. Make up the bulk of the stubborn. The colony malingerers. Bulk of the crews. Their leader, Karen, a gnomish woman with blue hair, is said to be quite mad but highly skilled at manipulating others to get her way. Barnacles. They're kind of societal barnacles, yeah. Chiefly through the use of her abnormally piercing voice. These people are supposed to be comedically bad at everything, but also they keep succeeding. They're failing upwards. Bandwagoners. Freeloaders is a good one. I like freeloaders, yeah. Bandwagoners. You damn bandwagoners. Sounds like my plan for life. No, Dave, no. Don't do it. So yeah, formed from the remnants of the failed colony. Malingerers, freeloaders, and other unproductive societal leeches make up the bulk of the ship's crews. I love it. Yep, piercing voice, aka Shrill Harpy. Oh, wait. That's going to be the name of her ship. What's the word for this? Suffered or suffered. So she helms the largest ship in the fleet, a 36-gun behemoth dubbed the Shrill Harpy. Few pirate hunters give chase when they see it, as many of their brethren have suffered unusual bouts of foul luck after engaging with it. There we go. 36-gun behemoth. Ooh, limpet mines. Limpet mines. I don't know if you meant to say mines instead of mines, but I kind of like limpet mines. Driftwood operators. Oops. So, a faction of the pirates helm a dark and dilapidated ship in distress, flying a white flag. Vessel. The faction of the pirates helm a dark and dilapidated ship in distress, flying a white flag. They use the apparent wreckage of their vessel to disguise their true abilities. Captured by a vampire, she and her mates reside in sealed cabins during the day. I'm trying to call this ship the Limpet Mind because they wait for people to come and they basically are like, oh, thank you for helping us, and then pretty much suck them dry. Ah, nice. Chrysanthemum's favorite punch. She said it in an episode of Junkyard Heroes once. Really? They are ne'er-do-wells, and I used that in one of the paragraphs I just wrote. I said ne'er-do-wells. Yeah, so basically, dubbed the Limpet Mind. Once the ship comes to their aid, they use their vampire charms to take over the ship, the aid ship, and drain them dry. So I'm trying. The Pirates of Concordia are just awful. They're awful. They're horrible. Don't go near them. Helm's a dark and dilapidated ship. Oops. Faction of the pirate use the apparent wreckage of their vessel to disguise their true abilities. Okay, there we go. That works. Well, this is what they do. They are the Limpet Mind because it's a limpet is an aquatic creature, so it's fun, and they latch on and they. Oh, I gotta put a thing in there. And now Chrysanthe is named the other ship, the Shrill Harpy, so it works. And this is the Skull and Brine we've got off of there. The droves of the pirates anchoring nearby. Okay. All right. So now that you guys have heard me typing quite a bit more, is it still quiet? Is it louder? It feels different. It feels very different. I'll get an email for that for. Wait a second. I just get an email. I'm trying to track my email at home a little more closely because I'm going to eventually be getting a message about my PC and when they're going to be sending it out, because I have to sign for it when it arrives. And I don't know if they gave, did it say a week? Checking here. Crab catcher. That sounds like a totally different kind of a prospect. I'm just saying. Man, there are a lot of people who make art for streamers. I've got a whole bunch of people who keep following me on YouTube when I put out streaming announcements. It's kind of fun. Chris Stamp likes crab catcher. I got a woo. Nice. Wow, my computer's running slow today. It's a good thing I'm getting a new one. Right? Right. All right. I can view my recent orders. Let's see what's going on with my order. All right. If I view it. So yeah, I got a nice tower. I got an NVIDIA RTX 5080 signature tier. An i7 47 or 14700K processor, a Wi-Fi enabled gaming motherboard, 96 gigs of RAM, some cooling stuff. I got a power supply that's way over what I need, because if I upgrade it, I want to not have to do that later. And a couple SSDs and some. Oh, it has a capture card in it? What? Huh. I didn't ask for a capture card in it. I guess that was part of it. Okay. Huh. View the specs. How did you know Arudai's military call sign was crab catcher? Well, at least he's not Fruit Loop. Customizations? Accessories? Yeah, what's going on here? It doesn't want to load. I'm going to see what I can figure out about it. Maybe I can look on an extra page. Let's see. All right, so I got Concordians. I want to put a little bit more stuff into there, because I didn't put any like specific places on Concordia. It's literally just this set of bays and places for the pirate ships to come in and out of. What does that even mean? Because there's a Founders Edition of this card. 12 results. Oh, this could be the look of it. I'm not sure. Could be the look of the card. That's all it is. Yeah, that page doesn't want to load. Ah, well, that's fine. Wow, fantastic. You're cruising for a bruising. See, I used an oldie-timey thing. Well, we'll find out what this means. And I gotta find myself. What am I gonna listen to next here? I'll listen to that entire soundtrack. I could listen to. I could listen to Braveheart. Could listen to Gladiator. Or I could listen to the fountain. And of course, it decided to just take me into some bizarre otherworld land. All right, the fountain. Looking at a 5070 Ti upgrade today. Yeah, I looked at this and it wasn't too much more to go from a 5070 or a 5070 Ti to a 5080 in the build, but to go from a 5080 to a 5090 was a huge jump in price and like almost a month of lead time. Like, oh, okay. But I did get my monitor today too, and holy crap was that box heavy. I shouldn't say heavy. It was unwieldy. Because it's a wide curved, like a 49-inch wide curved monitor, because I want to replace these monitors in Unify. And it's in a box that is literally almost 6 feet long. And it's just unwieldy, and the handles are on the end because they want 2 people to carry it. I'm like, no, it's just me. So I carried it, instead of going through the house with it and trying to go through doorways, I carried it down around the side of the house, past my copse of trees to the back patio and through the basement door. Like, yes, there we go. So I got myself a new mouse to go with it. So I've got a mouse that matches the keyboard. So a ProClick Mini, which is also Bluetooth if I need it to be, but I'm not going to use it Bluetooth. Well, that monitor, that thing is ridiculous because I was looking, I'm like, if I spend, say, $200 to $300 on 3 new monitors for my desktop, I've got to have all 3 monitors set up. I've got to get everything all worked out. The monitor that I looked at is a, it was a $1,300 monitor. But it was on sale for 40-some% off. And I also had a coupon. Or not a coupon, but a gift card that I could use towards it. So I ended up spending less. It's like a Samsung 49-inch Odyssey QD OLED. So we'll see what happens. Whee! Yeah, we're already at the 5000 generation. Nope. I have a 4070 Ti in this machine right now, or a 4080, I don't remember, and it works really well. But I'm going to the next level. The 5000s are harder to find right now, yeah, definitely. So yeah, we'll see if this monitor works out. If it doesn't, I'll be sending it back and complaining. They'll get a strongly worded letter from my, well, me. My me! What else can I put into Concordia here? Think that's the one you have? Ah, okay. Yeah, they're on a big old sale right now. You're still using a 3000 generation? I mean, they still work. And the thing is, the 50A or the 5070s or something like that is like a 4090. It's very similar to the last generation. It's just slightly faster. It just has the same amount of processing and graphical processing abilities, but it processes the memories a little faster in it. So I think that's what it is. There's so many things to get lost in tech. It's crazy. What's something else we could put into an area that has pirates who suck at stuff? We could put a ship graveyard off the coast somewhere. Or we could make up a ghost ship. Trying to think if that goes with their whole shtick, though. I mean, it wouldn't be a Concordian ship. The Ghost ship would be separate, but I'm gonna think about it because it could be just an annoying thing. I kind of want to make a another little island off the coast or something for some reason. But why? But why would I do that? You don't really understand a lot of this? The technology stuff or the pirate stuff? I don't know which. I don't know what you're wondering about. I think I'm gonna put a fort out in the out here that guards. Nah, it doesn't really want to guard them. No, I don't know. I'm gonna think about that. Nothing is really jumping out at me right now. We got the idea of the moonfish and all the other stuff. Yeah. One thing I just realized I need to do. Oh no, you're sending me a song? Are they, is it the pirates who don't do anything? Okay, water, painting. Go with the dark water. We're gonna pull it down a little bit here. We're gonna gotta have this a little bit more depth to the Godland Strait here. We'll smooth some of this out a little bit here, a little bit, especially around when it gets into Port Castra. I'll smooth these colors out a little bit. Though I kind of like it looking deep like that, so I'm gonna smooth it just a little bit. I'm gonna use my little brush here just to give it a little bit of feathering to the edges of this. There, and then we're gonna add the last little bits. Different directions. This just makes it have a little bit of depth and shape. And then I'll smooth those out with the darker color here. But I'll use the more solid brush. There we go. Smooth. There we go. Now we got the darkness there. We got that deep crevasse. Now it's a decent one, not a prank. Oh, okay. Make the coast mating location for a dangerous semi-aquatic creature that raids the lands for dweller flesh for their hatchlings. Ew! But why would they go after these people for it? All right, let me pause this. Sail north. The Drunken Mermaid. Very piratey. Drunken guy. I've never heard of them. No, you didn't derail the stream. I'm still thinking about this rock because I still want to put this island out here. Because I want to put 3 rocks out here, in fact. Paint a little land out here. We'll give it a little green. Make it really small, though. Oh, I got to paint the actual land here. So I think I'm going to smooth the end of this. Oh. I wonder why it's not painting over this. It's like keeping it dark brown. There we go. We're getting a little color to it. I have the opacity high enough. Maybe that's it. I guess I could go light. Lighten them up quite a bit. It's probably because they're so... Huh. That's a pretty good song. I'm going to bookmark them and see what else we got here. Beware Old Keelhaul Joe. Unsinkable. I will go with unsinkable. Shellfish energy. Wah, wah. You should ask him. Ask him if he's putting selkies in there. I mean, I think having more variety of things in different biomes is great. I think it's a good thing. So now the weird thing is these islands are small enough that they're not getting... They don't get a little bit of edge around them for the light. Water. Painting of the water. I'm doing these little bits of hints around these islands just to get them... Okay, yeah, I don't like this song. Don't like that one. Nice. Dang it, stupid kids on skateboard doesn't see me driving. Well, it's just another, a little skateboard you draw on your car. We're going to do a little bit of interesting shapes and stuff. I like to just go in here and like just add bits and beats. And then I go back in and start smoothing over it with light colors. And we'll smooth a little bit more. Pull this opacity down a little bit though. That way we got some fun little shoals out here. So they have to, you know, pay attention to currents and stuff. That makes things more fun. Hail of the Shadow is a good one if you're looking for inspiration on a ghost ship. I'm listening to Sail North. I don't know why they have the kid laughing in this one, but it's a little distracting. Oh, they do their version of Lever Johnny. I don't have to listen to that. I like that song. But we'll see if I like their version of it. Okay, labels. Oh, how about I want to say thieves. Thieves. I don't like it looking that way. I wonder if... Let me look up... I want to look up something really quickly here. Oh, come on, Thesaurus. Oh, I closed the page twice. This isn't a bad version of the song, but I don't like it as much as other versions I've heard. It's not a bad version, though. Oop. Not what I wanted. So you had the perfect opportunity to rickroll us. Yeah. So many. Oop, that's not what I want to do. I wanted to go back here. All right, where did this go? All right, where in the world did I put my note? I had a note on a ship for this place. Nope, that's not it. This is NPCs. Huh. That's not helpful. Let me see here. NPCs. Got too many things here. Well, dang it all. Where is my other? Maybe it's in this. Let me use my everything. Let's search for it. Is that my? Is this my note? Nope, that's not it either. Well, dingus. And yes, I did listen to Rusty Chevrolet. It always makes me think of planes, trains, and automobiles. Trying to decide if I want to call this Thieves Rock or like a Cutthroat Crag or. Because I hate writing thieves. And Thieves Rock just sounds weird. We'll just call it the Rookery. Because it's where all the crows gather, because that's where they leave... Oh, that's not even showing up, is it? That's where they leave people who have done horrible things. When it's down that low, I guess it doesn't let you do the glow? Wonder why this doesn't let you do the... Huh. I don't get what it's doing with the... we'll just go with that. Yeah, it was supposed to be like a place where they put thieves. That's why it was going to be called the Thief Rock, but we're just going to call it the Rookery. And we're going to have one that has the Selkies, the mermaids. All right, where's my shanty? Yeah, let's skip that one. Roll and go. The songs for the shanties and Black Flag just made it so much fun to just go play the game. Let's see. I'm looking at typonymy and topography. Ooh, I got it. I got it. Wait a second. We're going to do it here. Selkie stack. And see, this one has the stuff showing up on it. Why doesn't this one work? We're going to delete it. We're going to just delete the damn thing. No? Maybe if I type it again? Nope. All right, fine. We're just going to get rid of it. We're going to do it again. Yeah, this one worked. I don't know why it doesn't work. And the reason I'm calling it Selkie stack is like those rocks that are off the core or off the coast usually are like piles of rock that have eroded away and there's only like a pile left, and they call them a stack, usually sea stacks or sea chimneys. But let's see. There we go. Here's what I was looking for. What are rocks at sea called? Seamounts. Okay. Underwater mountains. Oh, that's cool. Sea stack. Sail rock. Yeah. Kicker rock. And the third one is just, we're literally just going to call this one, actually, I'm going to make it a little smaller here now that I think about it. Where's my land brush? Can I delete? I can delete. We're leaving these little bits next to it. We're going to have mostly just this one little bit. I'm going to paint a tiny bit more on that, though, actually. Let's go a little closer. I want to get rid of a tiny bit of it, but I want to leave most of it. This is just going to be the old man. And it's just a waypoint out in the ocean for them. The old man. For the moment, and he's got his little rocks around him. We're gonna move the Thalassian Ocean tag around over, because that's in my way now. It's Santa's evil twin, yeah. You almost said jetty, but that's not right. Yeah, it's amazing how many terms people have for things, and most of us don't ever hear any of them ever because we don't deal with that. So, yeah. Whatever. All right, let's where we got some more. Oh, they got one called the 12 Apostles for a sea stack. Yeah, I think a jetty is. I think jetties are mostly man-made. Or is that? Well, it's a breakwater. I think jetties are breakwaters. Yeah, see, there we go. I don't remember. Anyway, so 12 Apostles, large limestone stacks form as a result of erosion by rain, blah, 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 and they're in Australia. Okay, interesting. All right, so Dunbrist, Ireland, a big segmented one. That's kind of cool. Sail Rock is in Russia. Hey, they have one called Old Man of Hoy in Scotland. We've got some Thailand ones. Oh, that one's really cool. The Balls Pyramid. That's pretty cool looking. Old Hairy Rocks. Tribrata, Russia. I wonder what that means. The Tribrata. Huh. Maybe the three brothers? Just saying. All right, we're going to put these on there. Mostly man-made? Okay. All right, we're going to put these here. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. All right, so if he's putting the Selkies in here, we'll have a place to put them. A sea stack many miles off the coast. It is used to abandon criminals and other lowlifes. A healthy... healthy colony of ravens and seabirds. Don't like that song. These are not the best sea shanties. I don't think this person knows what the best sea shanties are. All shanties. Okay, we'll try that one. Oh my gosh, so many commercials for politics. Don't care. All right. This one put all of them in it. Run it down to Cuba. Lowlands Away is a really good one. All right, a sea stack many miles off the coast. It is used to abandon. It is used to. It feels weird to say used to abandon criminals. Well, we'll do it. This is initial writing. I'll clean it up. Lowlands Away. Yep, definitely gonna vote. I live about a mile away from my polling place, so I just wander on down there. All right. So the old man is a tall sea stack jutting out of the ocean, surrounded by smaller sea stacks. This is a landmark used by sailors to get their bearings when rounding the coast in high seas. All right. Oops, I speak the good words with extra typings. I added a lot of extra letters in that one. So a tall sea stack jutting out of the ocean surrounded by smaller sea stacks. This is a landmark used by sailors to get their bearings when rounding the coast in high seas. Legend says the old man and the smaller stacks were a giant and his children who liked the view of the sun trap from the spot so much that they sat down and just never left. And you can tell which direction you're going by, you know, how they lay out because they're not symmetrical. So, boop, 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 boop. That's just fun putting these things out here. And Selkie stack. Not the stacked Selkie. That's going to be a bar right below the skull and brine here. I'll put it right here. See? They have Selkie stack and then the stacked Selkie for all those naughty, naughty pirates. How are we doing on time? 6:20. We got plenty of time. The stacked Selkie. Yeah, they're pirates. They're rude. They're obnoxious. Because of our topplers to just have a roof. Wah, wah. Very nice. Who knew we were going to get so aquatic today? I mean, I did start painting the oceans at the start of the stream, so. All right, there we go. Okay, anyway, Hello, Cajun Corey. You missed driving through the lake by using a bridge? That's good. A good choice. All right, so a long stack that resembles a voluptuous woman lying on her side. Selkies often sun themselves on its lower shelves, fleeing when ships come into view. More than one foolish sailor has tried to land here and search for a Selkie skin, only to find their dinghy smashed by rough seas, or perhaps the aggrieved sea maidens themselves. All right, and the stacked Selkie. A raucous bar. The Stack Selkie, a raucous bar in Concordia, which remains open for business despite Karen's disapproval. I kind of like the idea of Selkies letting their story leak out in the world so people think they're helpless and lure them into traps. Kind of, yeah. Oh no, pirate puns? No! Sounds to me that those guys are getting catfished. They twirling the little catfish mustache right now. I like it. Okay, I don't like this song at all. We'll go with the worst old ship. Poor Chrysanth. Poor Chrysanth. Karen disapproval. Yeah, it's Karen. She is the leader of the Pirates of Concordia. She's a blue-haired gnome with a very shrill voice. What would be the name if you were going to name a half-elven woman who is, let's just say, probably on the same political side that Karen would be, but in the opposite spectrum of appearance, looks, and desire to be open with her body? So, you know, a very free-spirited, like, pro-sex worker kind of half-elf. What would her name be? Let's seize the day. That's horrible. Woo! Hey, this eccentric. Sorry, I was over on my window for music. I didn't see you over there and kick. Remarkable. That won't even hurt me. All right, let's listen to Whammy Susiana. Wow. Hippie half of the Starlighter flower. Right now, I'm calling her Belle. Sky. That's kind of funny. I might have to write that name down anyway. So, I'm saying that Raucous Bar and Brothel in Concordia, which remains open for business despite Karen's disapproval and attempts to close its doors. The proprietress, a half-elven female named Belle, runs her establishment and her girls as honestly and cleanly as a pirate can. She's unashamed about her profession, and Karen can't truly close her down without going against her own anarchist principles. Oh, no. I just gave her the worst name in the world. You guys will hate me for it. Crescent will probably kill me. If Crescent's mom is here, she's probably going to say, why does anybody hang out in here? This guy is a disgusting freak. But given the fact that there are not one, but two lunar bodies in the sky of this planet, her name is Belle Two Moons. Trying to decide where I want this. That's too low. This keyboard has a few different settings for the pins underneath it for height. And I kind of... Is that the best place for it? I think that's too low. That's too high. Is there another setting? Maybe there's another... Ah, okay, there's two different types of settings for this thing. Okay, let's see. Maybe this will make it better. Just sit and... Oh, there we go. Nice. Yeah, I know, it's horrible. I can't help it, but she's a pirate wench who runs a brothel. And Erudi's gonna love it. So there. There. Proprietress, a half-elven female named Belle Two Moons, runs her establishment and her girls as honestly and cleanly as a pirate wench can. She's unashamed about her profession, and Karen can't truly close her down without going against her own anarchist principles. What place do you think, when NPCs land in Concordia, that they're all going to go to? The Stacked Selkie. Wow. Marge is Bart's mom. More like one of the ants. Oh, no. I thought you were going to say large lesbian or something. I would have said, Marge! Tell him large Marge sent ya. I'm having way too much fun with Concordia today. So we got the Rookery, we got Selkie's Stack, we got the Old Man, we got Concordia, we got the bar. We have the other place, it's the Skull and Brine that we came up with before, which is a fat Agrian merchant vessel that was grounded off the coast of Concordia years ago and has since been turned into a black market and alcohol distillery by a group of enterprising gnomes. Droves of pirates anchored nearby the rocks that is set upon its cannons guarding the waters nearby. So they have a ship that's sitting there with its cannons guarding, and they turn it into a distillery and a black market. But it still can fire its cannons if it needs to. I can see the grin forming on Erudi's face. There totally isn't a woman at work that is nicknamed Large Bar. Totally not. Nope. He was very confused about why I was asking. Very nice, Chrysan. Ah. Well, I mean, if you just come up with a question, I suppose, out of the blue about Selkies when he's, I don't know, working on a database or whatever the hell he's doing right now, not surprising. No, every story does not need a mort. Incorrect. 9, says Hans. I think I'd just nuke the place. Oh no, what's that noise? That's a bright light. Roller bowler. Let's go to Rio Grande. Yep, there we go. Lever Johnny, that's the one I want. All right. This version of Lever Johnny I really like. Oh, not this version. Oh, they put the bad version. This is a way better version of. There's a few different versions of it that I really like, but there's a really good version in Assassin's Creed that's a really good version, Lever Johnny. But there's also a bad version they have in there in one of the soundtracks. But also, what are they called? The guys who do the sea shanties and singing and stuff. The Longest Johns. I think they do a good job too. I think they did a version of this. Because they did a community one, I think, but it's I don't like that one as much. I like this one. Yep. Oh wow, Jennifer Selke steps down as head of Amazon MGM Studios. Segues to producing with first look deal. Wow. Well, it won't stop what they did, but it'll stop it from happening again there, I guess. And the next song is their version of The Parting Glass with Natalie, what's her name? Natalie Holmes. They do such a good job. My second favorite version of The Parting Glass. Oh yeah, the Mask Choir version, or whatever it is. All those people. That's a lot of people. Hey, you know, Erudite probably would love to do that stuff. I hate Mort with a passion. Actually, I shouldn't say passion. It's more of a, oh no, more Mort. Oh no. So the passion is very faint, but it's like, oh no, it's happening again. It's like hearing a pun. The High Kings. I love Sean Davies' version of The Parting Glass from Waking Dead Divine. Oh, I'm sure he'll be in Strange Eons. Yeah, I'm sure we're going to get sucked into, you know, dealing with that creature. By the way, if if you have never seen Waking Dead Divine, just go watch the movie now. I listened to what's his name? Luke Kelly. Wait, is it Luke Kelly? His version of oh my gosh, what is it called? Black Velvet Band. Such a good song. A mean song, but a good song. All right, that's got 2 spaces. That's got 2 spaces. Oops. Walking Dead Divine. No, Waking Ned Divine. Erudai's response was LOL, all caps. Love it, all caps. So thank you, Erudai, for loving it. Don't encourage Erudai. All caps. You get one of those. I love it. By the way, I bought since we can talk about food at some point here. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right here. I bought some dried fruit because I love snacking on dried fruit. And I bought a little bag of, it's basically mango, papaya, and pineapple. And it's just got a little bit of citric acid and raw cane sugar on it. And I'm like, cool, I bought it. I didn't realize that I bought a 2-pound bag of it. I have 2 pounds of... I thought it was way smaller. I misread it completely. Like, well, that's a lot. But I love dried fruit so much. I don't know if I can eat this much dried mango and papaya and pineapple, but I'm going to try. Yeah, I just realized I don't have my scissors either because I needed a snack here while I'm talking. Sorry for all the crinkling. Oh, it smells really good, though. I didn't mean to buy in bulk. I thought I was buying a small pouch. Oops. Oh, yeah, dried pineapple is actually really good. I've dried pineapple squares on my blue dehydrator before. It's pretty good. I'm trying to decide if out in this area if I want to put something else in here. This is really good dried mango. And it's tiny little pieces too, which is nice. And since there's almost no ingredients in it, I'm absolutely going to love it. Literally fruit, sugar, and a little bit of citric acid. I want to put something else up in the hills here. But I don't know if I really want to. I'm just going to sit here and eat a lot of fruit. Sorry if you're still fasting. Hello, Jensen. Going well. We're making busty pirate wench brothel owners. We're naming rocks in the ocean. We're doing all the things. I guess I could put that in here. No. I'm trying to find another spot to put something here, and I don't know. Maybe I don't need to put anything there. Yeah, I just didn't know if she was having her, if she was to the point where she got to have her water at the moment. I had a piece of fish today. Barramundi. And carrots. I mean, I used to do it when I was a kid too, when I was Catholic. Now that I'm Lutheran, I'm just, you know, a monster. I'm going to think about something. I'm going to look at this entry here. I want to put something right here. But I can fill some of this stuff in later. See if I want to punch up the rest of these entries here or not. Just rereading things here. If I'm being quiet, it's because I'm rereading these entries to see if I really messed anything up. Ah, I dropped a piece of fruit. I have to go find it now. Throw it away. Where did you go, piece of fruit? Where did you go? I'm a little oh, there it is. Let's say I'm a little baffled. It couldn't have gone far, but it went pretty far, evidently. So the leader of Concordia, Jensen, this place where it was a failed experiment of a colony, ruined by vicious and monstrous and hateful people who love bureaucracy, is now controlled by pirates. Their leader, Karen, a gnomish woman with blue hair, said to be quite mad but highly skilled in manipulating others to get her way, chiefly through the use of her abnormally piercing voice. Under her guidance, they appear to be falling up the ladder of criminal success despite their lack of skill. She helms the largest ship in the fleet, a 36-gun behemoth dubbed the Shrill Harpy. Few pirate hunters give chase when they see it, as many of their brethren have suffered unusual bouts of foul luck after engaging with her. Formed from the remnants of a failed colony, malingerers, freeloaders, and other unproductive societal leeches make up the bulk of the ship's crews. It's K''RENN. Karen. Faction of the Pirates helms a dark and dilapidated ship which flies a white flag at all times. They use the apparent wreckage of their vessel to disguise their true abilities. Captained by a vampire, she and her mates reside in sealed cabins during the day. Dubbed the Limpet Mine, once a ship comes to their aid, they use their vampire charms to take over the aid ship and drain them dry. Okay, I'm going to be horrible here and say this. Crescent, don't shut me off right away. Don't unsubscribe or anything. Captained by a vampire, she and her mates reside in sealed cabins during the day. Dubbed the Limpet Mind, this vessel is a literal thirst trap. Once a ship comes to their aid, they use their vampiric charms to take over the aid ship and drain them dry. I'm a horrible person. Hard to believe a ship can accomplish anything with a crew of layabouts. Hey, if you're, just falling up the ladder of success, you're going to be doing it. What? It just came to me. You can't stop this. You can't turn this off. The spice must flow. That's all I'm going to say. Can I ban myself? Let's see. No. You'll get nothing and like it. All right. Well, we've only got like 5 minutes-ish left. So, wow. Trying to ban herself. You're okay. You're fine. You didn't do anything too horrible. You don't have to ban yourself. It's okay if you don't like puns. Switch account. I see what you're doing. Right, there we go. Skip that and go over here. Well, I could do that. Try to answer this message really quickly so I can get back to the end of the stream here. And where was this? All right, I gotta send this note. Maybe, if I can click on it. Come on. We're gonna do that, I guess. And boy, do I want that? We're gonna do that. And boop. All right. So this has been incredibly productive, which is good. I like it. I like it. I like being productive. I like getting a lot written. Let's see. I switched accounts. Ban me, please. Nice, Secretary Nugget. Nice. So do other pirates hang garlic around the ships to avoid the vampire pirates? Well, if anyone finds out they're vampire pirates, they just, there's just mysterious tales of ships going missing. Nobody knows why. I banned you from being banned. Does that count? Incorrect, Mr. Jensen. I have the power to secretary. Ba-ba. I have the power to secretary. I've seen that movie. It's called 9 to 5. All right. Yeah, I think we got all this. I'm going to go back for the last couple of minutes here, and I'm going to look at the map and see if there's anything else I need to do to it before I hop off. I was adding the little tectonic plates, the deep fissures between where the plates are and stuff. Because this one went up and around. That's where that tectonic plate went through. It comes out around, back down this way. This one goes through. This one comes up, and it goes boop. And that's why these two are connected through here. That should be a little bit darker in there, though. Because this is where a couple of them came together. And they went smoosh. Smoosh. Notice you skipped over my chat. Are you scared of what will happen if you agree? Wait, what did you say, Jensen? Wish I could, Secretary Nugget, but you have no power here or anywhere else. How did I miss you? How did I miss those? You have no power here or anywhere else. Very humorous stream, especially the puns. Be nice to you this week. Man, I'm just going to say something that's going to get me in so much trouble. Women take their birthdays so seriously. They're like, you have to be nice to me this week. We're going to have birthday stuff and all this stuff. Most guys, not all guys, there's a lot of guys who are very like, hey, everybody, look, I'm older. I'm like, it's my birthday and everyone's like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know, working? Well, no, about Debbie. Wait, you said something about Sevi. How did I miss the Sevi comment? Oh, Sevi, if he was a pirate. Ha! I don't know. I think. But Sevi doesn't do it with the bureaucratic or malicious intent. She just exists, and she's a leaf on the wind, literally. Unlike Wash, she doesn't have the issues that Wash had. She's literally a leaf on the wind, and the wind keeps pushing upward. That's how it works. A birthday month? What? What? Now, come on. I don't celebrate my birthday. Does your family celebrate it with you, Feline? I have a birthday year. How fitting for everyone. All right. Well, you people all enjoy your birthday years and months and stuff. Life is all about the puns. No! No cake, no cars, no trouble. He's got 100 problems and a birthday ain't one of them. All right, on that note, we're going to get the heck out of here. And let me get to the ending thing. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for coming along. Leave a like and a comment on the YouTube stream. Please leave a comment, even if it's just making puns and putting horrible puns in there and punning the entire thing. I'd love to see like 25 puns in there or 25 pun comments or pirate-related comments, something. Do your worst. And I will see you guys all on Tuesday. So have fun, and I'll talk to you later.